Hello again, Year 3, and thank you for joining our next RE lesson. Today we're going to continue our learning about Christianity with a specific focus on the Bible as we've had throughout the unit. And it is our last lesson on this unit. And we've covered so much. We've covered why the Bible is important to Christians. We've covered why or how the Christians use the Bible. And we've covered the different types of stories and writings within the Bible. And today we're going to look at the Old and the New Testaments. As a quick starter question, do you know how many books there are in the Bible? Because the Bible is made up of a series of books. How many books are there? If you're not sure, have a guess. Give you a clue. There's quite a few. Let's have a look together. There are 66 books in the Bible, and they are split into two different sections. The Old Testament and the New Testament. And you might have heard of those terms before. Do you know what the difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament is? If not, maybe you could have a guess. There's one obvious. One's obviously older and newer than the other. But let's have a look together. So the Bible is arranged chronologically, and that means it's arranged in order. So that the first book that was written was the longest time ago, and the last book in the Bible was written most recently. We're going to have a look at a flowchart of books in the Bible on the next page, and we're going to think about these questions. So let's look at one at a time. So what is the first book of the Old Testament? What is the first book of the Old Testament? Let's have a look. So I'm going to try and make this a tad bigger for you so you can see it. Bear with me one moment. That doesn't work. We'll have to go from here. What is the first book of the Old Testament? And I can see that the Old Testament is in yellow. And the first book will be up here near where it says start. Who can tell me the first book? Well done if you said Genesis. Genesis is that first book in the Old Testament. Let's look at the next question. What is the first book in the New Testament? What is the first book in the New Testament? So again, let's go back to our flow charts. The Old Testament's in yellow, the New Testament's in blue. Well, I can see it goes along like this. It goes down and round, still in the Old Testament. Or here is where I get to the New Testament. And I can see the first book is Matthew. So that is the first book of the New Testament. Next question. What is the last book of the Old Testament? What is the last book of the Old Testament? So that'll be the last yellow book before we go into the blue, the New Testament. Well done if you said Malachi, similar to one of the names of a pupil in our class. Malachi is the last book of the Old Testament, and then after that it becomes the New Testament. And what is the last book of the New Testament? So this will be the most recent book of them all. Again, we'll work our way through the flow diagram. It goes round and round. Here's where I get to the New Testament, but I need the last book of the New Testament. And I can see at the end of this snake-like structure, it is Revelation. Revelation is the last book of the New Testament. Let me give you one or two other questions so you get to use this flowchart independently. What is the third book of the New Testament? What is the third book of the New Testament? Have a quick think. If I were you, I'll be going down to the blue ones. 1, 2, 3. The third book is Luke. What is the fifth book of the Old Testament? What is the fifth book of the Old Testament? Again, I'll give you a moment to think about that. But if you're ready, let's count together. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this one's going to be a challenge for me to say. Deuteronomy, I think, is the way we pronounce it. Deuteronomy. And the key learning that we want to take out from this lesson is that there is an Old Testament, there is a New Testament, and within each of those, there are lots of other books. Maybe as a little further question or a challenge, extension challenge for you to think about. Which testament has more books in it? Which testament has more books in it? I'm going to leave that one with you to take away and have a think about. And if you think you can solve that one, you can come back and send your answer in alongside your learning for this lesson. And we're going to look at the learning for this lesson. It's going to be a fairly simple task for you to complete today. And you're going to sort the books into the Old and New Testaments. And I've provided you with a selection of the books. Obviously, this isn't all 66. This is only a handful, but you can sort these ones into the Old and New Testament. And I'm going to, in fact, before I share what it could look like, I'm going to introduce your Challenge X. If you want a bit of a further challenge, why do you think there are 2 testaments? You can either use your own ideas for this one, your own opinions, or if you want to go and research, you could have a go at that. And just as a reminder, if you are going to go and do that, I'd recommend using Kiddle, which is the child-friendly version of Google, to help you. I'm going to stop sharing this screen. I'm going to show you what I have made ready for you to record your learning in this lesson. So bear with me one moment. So I've made this, which I will upload onto Teams. And this is the same picture from the slides. So with those selections of books, and there is an Old Testament section and a New Testament section that you can use. I will also upload that flow diagram that we were looking at before. So you've got that as a bit of a cheat sheet if you can't remember, because I appreciate there are lots of books to remember. I don't necessarily expect you to remember them all, but just a key takeaway that there is an Old Testament and a New Testament. Thank you for joining today, Year 3, and hopefully you've enjoyed our learning about Christianity and enjoyed our learning about the Bible. We'll see you soon and have a lovely half term. Bye now.